Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Falcons. So for the call of this Week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we are located here in downtown Atlanta. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. We got 3. We got 3.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. We got three. Three down.
Here's Newton now on second down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Watch right. We got right. Coming to you.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hey, four down.
All right, here we go. 3, 9, 2.
Back to throw here. Coleman has it here right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3rd down now following the run.
You ain't got nothing. All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Wake up. Come on now.
Watch the edge.
20.
Hey, check 20.
And they'll run it here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Watch one.
Single.
180.
Single in the slot.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Set. 180.
Mike 55.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Strong left. 4 down. Check.
On the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Tight end right. This is our time. Right here.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know who has to be really happy after that play? The offensive line. To be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big-time play.
Because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down following the run.
Hey, you got 3.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
All right, here we go. Leopard! Hey, check 24!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Tight right. Over. Set, please. Over. Now let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Strong left. Hey, I'm coming.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye.
No. Jack, Patriot. Here we go. 19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Go! All right, here we go. Let's go. 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose you. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Kill.
Detroit. Leopard.
Check hot route.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And now the passing game here in the second. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Now let's go. Blue, line it. Gun.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they started that drive from the shadows of their own end zone all the way back at the 2, and they're able to get 3 out of it.
And you know, shadows tend to scare people, right? Not in this case. This offense was not jumpy at all, handled it very well, put themselves into a position to score.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Come on now, sir. Hey, check Mike. Watch it.
Here's Newton now on second down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey. 4 down.
Come on.
Check 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Single. I got one.
Here's Newton. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Check, lucky.
Wake up.
Check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Got 4 down.
To throw on second down is Newton. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Silver. Mike 55.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They come out here in the eye. Newton on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Watch 88. Watch 88. 180.
Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Wake up.
Check 37. Check 37.
20.
Under 10. 10.
Set. 180.
They fake the give. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
Double tight. Hey, boys,
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Under crunch. Now let's get that up, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Hey, guys. Out. Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Solo out there, check the outside. Gun. Kill. Turn out. Kill. Turn. Do. Set. Like 80. Do some. Bang.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down.
Tight ends on the Lucy.
Hey, check three. Set. Back 55.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Tight end's left.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot up. Here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Watch out.
And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough job to contain them.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Ready?
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey!
Jack! Joker.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby, high five. Let's go.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
Shift.
Newton to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Wake up. Back.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Shift. Check 26.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Score. Yeah. Touchdown, baby. Hey. Watch left. He's tight right there.
Here we go now. Blue, leopard.
Kill.
Over.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Green. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Third down, still 14 yards left.
You can't block me.
They'll put 2 receivers left,
here we go.
2 to the right.
Leopard!
Check 31.
Watch it now, Barney!
Tighten up.
Out of the gun now on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Hey, we got 3 down. Slam.
Do
Check nickel.
Great. Ship.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Tight right.
That's it.
Back to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And quickly, they get to the line. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Check it out, please. Hey, he's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Left.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. Going deep here for Matthews. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Key the tight end.
Come on now.
Slam.
Gun. 180.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
First throw in overtime for Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Mike,
Come on now.
Hey, watch edge. Watch edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Carolina getting set to